What's up, Shockwave now? This is Boeasy, also Spikesmth. I have many names, uh, but as you so identify yourself as, I'm a Christian. Well, I'm an atheist, but that's not all I am. I mean, obviously, man, I'm a fucking human being, fucking student. I'm black. I mean, I'm a lot of things more than just what my so-called spiritual beliefs might be. Anyway, but I thought I'd respond to your thing about Corinthians. I mean, okay, so well, like the Bible, I only take it with the credibility that it's due, if that makes any sense. I mean, obviously there are some true historical aspects to it, but all the fantasy fairy tale shit, you know, you can't take that seriously. I mean, you look at the world around us. Why does divine shit not happen all the time now? I mean, it would be completely obvious if it really happened. If it happened in front of thousands of people and it was true. I mean, yeah, you got magicians, you got sleight of hand, that kind of shit. I mean, so you could see how it's easy to deceive people. And I think that Corinthians verse kind of illustrates how, well, whoever wrote it had a big mind, a big ability to see into the future and recognize how to take advantage of people. I mean, I'm just saying that verse, the way I take it, it means that the Bible just wants you to be dumb and trusting of it, so that you're only capable of trusting it, because you leave yourself ignorant to and distrustful of the facts and the concrete shit you see around you, and even the people that you interact with and human nature. But basically, if you ignore all that, and there's some value in being wise in the ways of God, I guess, what does that mean? Like you read one book in your life, the Bible? I mean, whatever. But you're not even listening to God. You're listening to his agents. You got the people at the church, people like you, just regular people that go out. I mean, obviously you're not coming to my door or anything, but there's those people. You know what I'm saying? And basically, you want to be part of something that has some authority. Like the police. I'm sure they get satisfaction from knowing that they're police and they have some level of authority over the average person. So I don't know. In that verse too, it's like to be wise with God, you have to be an imbecile to the real world, to the scientific shit, to sociological, psychological, the parts that we can understand about the world with our, obviously limited brain power, but somehow believing a fairy tale is, it supersedes that somehow. That it's somehow greater. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, the wisdom of the real world versus this imaginary world where, God is the supreme thing to strive toward. The ability to think in that real world allows an individual to self-determine, to determine what their life will be on their own, as opposed to just going by some authority that, I mean, yes, you're part of it, but there's always the higher ups telling you what you got to be and who you should be with and all that shit. I mean, I don't like you say that the real world promotes homosexuality, and I wouldn't say it promotes it. I mean, at best, I live in San Francisco, man. Like at best, it's tolerated. I mean, what am I gonna just like gay bash on someone just because they're walking by? Like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm not gonna just go out of my way to be an asshole to someone just because I don't like their life choice. Like, whatever, dude. Like, it's up to them. And I mean, they say it's not even up to them, which it might not be. But even if it is a choice, it's like, why, who is the Bible? Who is God to say what my life is about? You know what I'm saying? Fuck that, dude. I'm my own God, dude. This world, the fucking computers, the shit up here, the shit in there. People got brains, dude, and we don't even understand them. They're fucking so beyond. And they're so beyond us that we've allowed the brain to invent this imaginary world, this God world where, you know, heaven and hell and 6,000 years and all the nonsense that, I mean, show me the evidence. There's none. You have one book, and I have billions of pages of scientific fucking research that, you know, shows evidence to the contrary. Anyway, I won't get into evolution and that shit, but I mean, so, okay. You're saying that the Christians aren't of this world? Well, damn right. I mean, you live in this imaginary fucking world. You know, it's like people with Down syndrome. You know, it's just like, for me, sitting on the outside, you know, I have no way of comprehending how you can see the world with an imaginary fucking force that controls everything. I mean, I love Star Wars and everything, and I wish there was a force, but fuck, dude. I haven't seen it. Anyway, yeah. I like your motorcycle shit, though. That was kind of captivating. That's probably why I watched the whole thing. But it was kind of creeper when you were swooping up on a lady. But yeah, I can tell that maybe you're talking about God so much because, you know, motorcycles are dangerous. You could get run over at any time, basically, and you know, it makes you feel better, a little more confident, fine. But it has no bearing on its truth. I mean, there ain't... And the knowledge of the real world is more important than the imaginary story. Well, we'll call it historical fiction that people claim is truth. Anyway, I'd like to hear a response or something. But cheers and keep riding. Peace.